Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Captain Voorhees' Cabinet of Curiosities. As always, I'm your host, Jason, and today we're getting into the recently released Marvel Midnight Suns by Firaxis Games. You might know them from the XCOM series. This is their, I guess, next game in that kind of same gameplay, RTS kind of thing. Let's go ahead and get into it. Looks pretty cool. I know it's kind of... I know a lot of people are bitching and moaning, but I mean, they kind of do that all the time these days. About, oh, it's a card game, it's a mobile, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it uses cards to do your attacks and stuff, but again, if you... let's see, we're going to go ahead and go into normal. Actually, hold on, let's go back. Let me double check my settings since I'm... Well, hopefully it won't mess everything up. Alright. But saying, you know, basically it's a glorified mobile game, blah, blah, blah. That's, again, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got them. Kind of dabbled a little bit earlier just to make sure I didn't have some of the hiccups that other people were having, and I mean, so far it's pretty fun. I think it looks good. The cutscenes here are kind of hit or miss. I mean, some parts look kind of muddied, but other parts look really, really good. You'll see here in a sec when Lilith gets reborn. Actually, the game itself, when you're in the battle, looks really cool. Hydra chanting. It's always Hydra. Hydra and AIM gotta fuck shit up. Hail Hydra.
Sleeping mother, sacred harbinger, awaken and reclaim what is yours. You who rise with the moon.
And very much some Hellboy vibes with this also, with you know, Rasputin trying to awaken one of the old ones, and you know, Hellboy comes through, yada yada.
Eyes upon us and arise.
Nice show, Doc. Next time, call Seymour.
Crossbones.
Yes, I'll just shoot you and save us all the trouble.
Guitar's awaken. Oh snap! Yeah, Firaxis is supposed to be doing another, having a patch come up soon to fix some of the performance issues. A lot of people were having a problem with the 2K launcher starting off. See, I mean, that looked pretty good in my opinion, with Lilith right there. I mean, I haven't had any problems so far. I mean, it's just annoying that everybody has their own fucking launcher now. We don't need that shit. It's stupid and pointless. But I digress. And there's some ways online that you can look up to disable that, but again, I haven't had any problems thus far.
I can feel it, Rox.
Johnny Blaze.
Trouble in the air. More innocent blood joining you soon.
Looking like Sam
Get
Elliott.
back to your magic castle. You ain't welcome here.
It's called a sanctum. And welcome or not, this is where fate has determined the Sorcerer Supreme needs to be.
Loquacious.
Tell fate. Answers no.
This is the secret guardian you dragged me 5,000 miles to meet?
Who's the mouth?
Mr. Stark is brash, but I assure you, he can be trusted.
Wait, you seriously don't know who I am?
The fabric of magic is shifting, Johnny. The prophecy of the Midnight Sun is upon us.
Your last crusade cost me plenty. This time I intend to look after my own.
Hey, pal, I don't think you understand. Things are changing. 2 + 2 no longer equals 4. Up is sometimes down, and strange here is actually starting to make sense.
Do I look like someone who gives a damn about any of that?
No, you look like you should be bouncing for the double deuce. All I know is hell's coming. And
I like that. That was good.
says you can
That was good for
That's where
Firaxis.
you're wrong. Hell's not coming.
Roadhouse.
It's already here.
I wonder why they changed Iron Man's
Iron Man?
voice actor for this game. Robo Man. See, I like so far. I like the banter.
It's fine.
Okay, it's
I know
very,
what he meant.
it's definitely very comic-y and kind of in character. But yeah, getting back to Iron Man's voice actor, I wonder why they didn't ask Adrian Passar to reprise the role, because he let's go roll. Or he did the voice for Iron Man in a lot of the animated series, and I think some of the other video games. Which you know, one of the big things that Adrian has done recently was he was in Heroes from NBC. Yeah, see, look, this looks good. And then again, you know, Tony's little dialogue. I mean, see, that looks really cool. Very, like I said, comic accurate. You know, you feel that. Don't have any calls, so EM turn.
Who's running the show here?
Minions and elites. Minions have no health, any damage, blah, blah, blah.
That suit may be a marvel of technology, but it's no match for the mystic arts. Allow me to
Continue.
demonstrate.
Oh, so it's a contest now. Then you take the extra creepy one.
Glad.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
So yeah, you have these basic attacks right here that you can just do, you know, whenever. Over here is your little heroism meter. So you have special cards that require, you know, basically points in that to use. So, you know, you build that up with just, you know, some of these, like this Iron Man's Blast here gives you +1 to the heroism. And then later on, I know, I looked a few things up, not a whole lot, just to, you know, keep it fresh and whatever. There's some other abilities that you gain later on to where, as like a free attack, you can, you know, hit somebody, whether, you know, just in case you don't have something to do. Single target, let's hit the guy that Strange already hit.
Impressive.
See, there we go. Now we got our heroism up again. Axe of Angarumus. Come on. Oh. Wait, that's a minion. Yeah, that's who I want to hit right there.
A moment.
Yeah. Looks great. Alright, so yeah, basically you keep going until you don't have any cards in your pool here. And then it goes to the bad guy's turn.
Certainly made them enthusiastic.
Reinforcements coming.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
Do you really believe that will be
Okay.
enough? Now that I have their attention, perhaps a blessing is in order. Something protective.
All of them are going to come after Star
Shield in
Range.
this case.
In the spirit of cooperation, I'll
I
accept.
don't have. Let's see.
Just this once.
Don't mention it. Looks like you can use this.
I'm gonna give Strange some armor since he's about to get attacked by all these guys.
Great favor.
No. Cancel. There we go. We're gonna come up there.
Let's try this.
Love the effort.
Don't care about him. We're gonna get this elite again. Sadly, I don't have the range for the knockback. That's okay.
Let's give it a go.
You can also, throughout the game, as you get duplicate cards and stuff for your deck, you can upgrade your... Oh, motherfucker, that didn't kill him?
That wasn't your signature move.
That's some bullshit. But you can upgrade and make them more powerful, so that's pretty cool.
Your efforts will
I got armor.
We haven't quite broken their spirit. Shall we get on with it?
I think we pissed them off. Got a spell for that, maybe?
See, again,
Interesting.
the banter is very good.
Very demeanor.
Is in character.
Of Heroes of Titan?
Can't make it happen in the next 10 seconds. I'm not interested.
Let's see. Can I not? Ah! Shit, no. About right there.
By the will of the old gods. Lilith
Man, this looks really good. No,
Is that in time?
This should be good.
so far no stuttering right here that I notice on my end.
You guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.
Environmental attacks.
And while you ponder arrows, maybe we should just try throwing a big rock at him?
I got a rock. Oh, that's funny. Oh, not caps lock. Tab. Don't have anything over there. Alright. So, in turn...
They seem insistent on attacking me.
Plan looks
Alright, air superiority again.
good, which is good. I might as well pepper
So I had the
the restaurant.
hero points.
I'm the one who's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
single.
Nice, nice. Models look good so far.
If I'm being honest, that
And cutscenes
encounter
could be a little bit more
wasn't
crisp
expected.
or more consistent.
I've been noticing a recurring gamma spike,
You see, this is why you shouldn't eat spicy food, Bruce.
localized in the West Village, converging on the Sanctum.
Wanda.
Again, that's alright. But I know a lot of complaints have been with the dating sim kind of thing later on.
Left them underneath the takeout menus.
Again, as somebody that not only plays JRPGs, and I also watch a lot of shit movies, like, you know, trauma films, crazy foreign flicks and stuff. That kind of crap doesn't really bother me that much.
Yes. Are you?
Let's, put a pin in that.
Wanda looks pretty cool right there. Captain Marvel. I don't like her shorter hair. I like her more with the longer, like, about right here. Well, that's just personal preference.
You did the big green guy proud.
More Hydra.
I really should up my homeowner's insurance. Miss Maxim, the wards of protection, if you please.
Stephen, I can fight. I've got control now.
Then show me by activating the
Think it's a little-
wards. In the meantime, in honor of our missing companion,
And that can be a
the
little
rest of you may
crisper.
Feel free to smash away.
All right.
Things are moving right along, defeating the forces of evil and all that.
Nice one, Carol. Always the direct approach.
All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and then.
We picked up some crazy gamma readings coming from, well, here. Guessing that explains the Hydra goons and ominous green lights.
Yes, but not while you failed.
My tornado going.
How about we discuss proper hero landing etiquette after we take down the bad guys?
Let's see. Say he's just a minion, so.
Get it done any way we know.
Repulsor blast.
You guys should talk to your union rep.
You
I don't
can
think you're supposed to be
redraw.
fighting on our level yet.
Oh shit, what was that? Hold R to do that. Alright. Alright. Falcon Punch!
Fair enough.
No cards. In turn.
Forever in service. Our gamma on the move.
All is well for the moment.
Alright, move around. Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking at my damn cards. Yeah, let's do Miss Marvel. Okay, move her. Move her right there. See, that was the thing also, if you kept up with some of the things that they've said, you know, they're superheroes, so they should have more mobility than like your XCOM thing where you have to worry about your movement points and stuff like that, which, you know, it's understandable. No, no, no. Oh. God damn it. Well, that just move here. Dude. Move there. Okay. Kick. Yes, I want to kick that. No. Alright. I think I can get all through with that. Nope, just got 2. Up to 5 cards will be drawn to fill your hand at the start of each turn. Consider which cards to play and which cards to redraw. Give it future turns. Cool.
That Davenport was at least a century old. What else?
1 point. Falcon Punch.
That's the
God damn.
spirit.
Alright, let's Falcon Punch this fucker again. Right, asshole. Let's see. Draw the last 2 attacks played. Start the next turn with 4 card plays. So let's blast him. It's crazy what you think with him being a blast, he could just hit wherever, but whatever. Oh, I already used my 3. Let's redraw that one. New plan. Double my current heroism. Ooh. Doctor Strange about to get messed up a little bit. Oh, he still has some armor. Nice.
Nothing to worry about so far.
Alright, yes.
Just keep showing up.
They are surprisingly relentless. In any event, we must provide Wanda the time she needs to activate the wards of protection.
Let's go ahead and just do this. We're out there.
interesting tactic.
Double that to 2. Yeah, I think so. Alright, that still hits him. Nice. Oh, and there's Scarlet Witch still up there. Asshole, he's still up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use that. I have Agamotto. Shit, I'm out of place. Damn it. Okay, that finally got through mine.
Hope you're ready for a fight.
We're 3 of the world's strongest heroes, right?
Alright,
Doesn't
get
seem
4
like
car
it should be easier.
plates.
I've punched through Skrull star cruisers that went down faster. Something's up.
Yes, Hydra has clearly raised their game. And I have a terrible suspicion.
Yeah, that
I know that wasn't your signature move.
does not get old looking at that. Let's see. Three more plays. Alright, let's blast this fucker right there.
How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
Is that all?
Fair enough.
Ah, so that doesn't really do any damage.
Prepare yourselves.
Okay, so I could have just held on to that
I'm
or
skeptical of your chances, but strange.
redrawn it.
I guess you don't know who I am.
And let's end with a big move. There's a little kind of hiccup right then, but not a whole lot.
The wards. Something's blocking them.
Not something. Someone.
There she is. She has some puppies.
Gozer?
Lilith. Mother of
Those
demons,
are the
harbinger of the
Galarian.
midnight sun. Prophecy or not, you overstep. Challenging the Sorcerer Supreme.
Gozer worshippers. No studying.
Be still.
What just happened?
Ow. Be gone. No! A fellow daughter of Transia.
Transia.
You remind me of my own beloved.
In virtute vishanti. Well done, Miss Maximoff. Your unique energy surprised her.
Whoa. I'm fine. What? I'm fine.
The prophecy is in motion. Lilith is still out there growing stronger each second the midnight sun approaches.
Define stronger.
If we are to have any chance of stopping her, there is only one option left to us.
One option.
I won't go back there.
We all must eventually face our demons, Miss Maximoff. However, One of us should remain behind.
Yeah,
to maintain
you
the
stubborn
walls of protection.
biatch.
See you on the other side.
Again, so getting to Scarlet Witch and everything, I share the same criticism with Doctor Strange 2 about, you know, Wanda. Again, granted, I have never been a, you know, grieving mother, obviously, but you know, when you have all these people telling you to, you know, settle down, calm your shit, we'll help you out, find something, whatever, and you still continue like, no, I will have it all, blah, 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 blah. You know, just kind of being a dick. And at that point, it's like, who cares? You're not. Nobody's going to be sympathetic to your cause. Midnight Suns. Alright, got Blade, Magic, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and Nico. I can't think of her last name, but. And I like that you got Robbie Reyes. Robbie Reyes is Ghost Rider. You know, a little change of pace from the traditional Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch.
You're standing on my flowers.
Oh, been a long time, Sarah.
It's
And I also like that they're going into this more mystical horror finally in some of the video games. I want to say, like, maybe the Ultimate Alliance games kind of dabbled in it a little bit, but not based a whole game on it, so that's really cool. Especially the Midnight Suns, you know, horror, sci-fi-ish team. In the season pass, one of the characters is going to be Morbius, so you know he was part of it along with, you know, Blade, Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, Hannibal King, a few others,
And saved the world in the
other Night Stalkers. That's cool, and some of these other characters that, you know, aren't really well known to some. I mean, a lot of people know Magic. She's been an X-Men character since the 80s. Nico, whatever. She's a more recent. I want to say she started off as being part of the Runaways. I could be wrong on that. And then at some point, I think she trained, or is being trained by Doctor Strange. Okay, so this is where you select your hunter. I want to opt with the female hunter, because the male hunter, his voice actor is Matthew Mercer. Some of you might recognize that name from he's the Dungeon Master from Critical Role. He's a big voice actor. He's done all kinds of stuff. You know, he's the voice of McCready in Overwatch. I mean, he's done hundreds and hundreds of stuff. Having said that, you know, I like Critical Role and I like Madden and everything, but I'm tired of hearing his voice. I'm tired of hearing that same kind of proper English voice that he does for a lot of characters. I'm tired of hearing it. Could be blasphemous to some, but whatever. Alright, let's go. Well, eye color is of course gonna be blue. Yeah, I like the loose ponytail. Of course, red hair. And no facial hair.
Child of light and darkness, you who tame the night, hear the voice of those who beseech thee and...
The collar! Wait!
Nico Minoru. I don't know how you say her name.
Mother. So, that's a good thing.
Lilu
right?
multipass. Fifth element.
protection spells are concerned, I've seen worse. Particularly on myself.
Okay, getting there.
Tony, come on. It's perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up and takes a bite out of you. Don't blame me.
Visiting hours are over.
You can't stay here forever.
There's nowhere else I should
Yeah,
be.
Blade.
Just saw that Stark guy poking around behind the mirror.
Voiced by none other than
And Blade.
Michael Jai White. Hell yeah. Love Michael.
Always am.
Michael, of course, you know, he's a badass martial artist. He's Spawn. He's Black Dynamite. Been in countless other movies. You know, Exit Wounds. He did have a brief part in Kill Bill Volume 2, but it was cut, sadly. I mean, he's been in all kinds of shit. Awesome dude. I like that. I like that he's voicing Blade.
So cold, but the air burns with every breath. Has it been so long? I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty. But now I sense I am not alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance.
Daywalker.
Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Yeah, why not make Michael, you know, Blade in the movie or, you know, a series? He knows all the martial arts.
I saw you with Sarah.
He's a badass.
Before. But what would she want with a vampire?
Make it happen.
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A dampier? Daywalkers were a myth even to me.
Says the half-human, half-demon monster hunter.
That still doesn't explain you.
I do. And I must admit, I am curious. Tell me, Daywalker, how did you come to be?
Long story, and it's still not over. We managed not to kill each other for a while, and maybe I'll tell you one day.
I accept your challenge.
Right. As much as I'd love to see how much weirder this conversation can go, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. The prophecy is in motion. I can feel it. We have wasted too much time here already.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
Others?
Yeah, you've got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
Speak to Nico. Alright. Okay, so yeah, there's some stuttering there.
I definitely helped, but no, that's the one thing I can't do.
You were
What's up,
never
y'all?
able to raise the dead.
Hunter. Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm
the witch who called me back from the grave.
Told ya.
Or Nico, but either works. And this is
Robbie Reyes. Oh man, never thought I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
And I think you already met Blade.
Of course. Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa, how did you?
Your power. I can feel it. I always do.
So, welcome home. I guess
I never left.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then.
Hopefully.
Still, well, you know. The Abbey. Basic
I mean, I know the season pass has 4 characters already. It's Storm, which why we need Storm in this.
Whatever the hell the Forge is.
I don't know why. But Storm, Morbius, Venom. I can't think of who the 4th one is. But it'd be nice if they also added some new, some other characters that are in this, you know, supernatural horror little side of the Marvel universe, like say Man-Thing would be cool. Got Elsa Bloodstone. Oh, what's his other name?
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce.
I can't think of his name.
Just let's begin.
Is it Damien Hellstrom, whatever. He'd be cool. Mirror table. Select a mission. I just talk to folks. Okay, I don't like this, but
You should probably go talk to Caretaker. I think she's already got plans for your first mission.
maybe I don't wanna. Oh.
Oh, crazy day, huh?
Crazy indeed.
Lots of new blood around here.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older.
Oh, we get some other enemies in here, like, you know, Demogoblin. That'd be cool.
How long was
I don't know, we'll see.
Crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries.
Few centuries. I'm not sure if Blackheart's in here. That'd be another good enemy, and, you know, Lilith is his mother.
Fallen by your hand.
As she is of most of the demons in the Marvel lore.
So, speaking of Lilith...
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith.
Tony.
That's my name.
Tony. That's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Help with what, exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Throwing the magic amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything?
And seeing that's when she should, you know, just bitch slap him to shut him the fuck up.
There was
That is a little thick, but, you know.
a voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
What? Straight to voicemail?
Some Sorcerer Supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
Agatha Harkness.
Allow me. Alato.
Well, yeah, she's supposed to be getting her own little series on Disney Plus, because it takes place after not only WandaVision, but
We just call it the mirror too.
whatchamacallit, Doctor Strange 2.
Wanda! The dark force, pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is trouble.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
Mr. Doctor. Okay.
Taking a big risk with your chosen one.
You act as if I'm thrilled with the situation. If you're concerned, then be all the more vigilant out there.
Easy for you to say.
Nothing about any of this is easy, Blade.
Yeah? Tell that to Wanda.
You following me, Doc? Maybe you should go.
With everything going on right
Alright, so we got Hunter, Doctor Strange, and Blade. So some of the missions require you to use certain heroes. Other ones, especially like side missions, you can pick like whoever you want. Let's do it.
Even given the fluctuations in the astral spectrum,
Speak to
I should
Mr.
be seeing
Doctor.
something. Are you ready? The prophecy of the midnight sun does not linger, and neither should we. Lilith possesses the Dark Hold. If she forced
the
her way
Dark
into my
Hold.
Sanctum Sanctorum once, I suspect she can do it again.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Glutinous.
Is that
Okay.
another language, or...?
Fuzzy. My predictions are fuzzy. For the first time as Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds, and with my apprentice in danger, we cannot tarry.
Let's do that one.
You place significant faith in a building?
Building? The Sanctum Sanctorum is the mystical focal point of 1,000 Earths. Its wards weave and protect the very thread of the tapestry of creation. Its shelves house manuscripts written by the gods themselves. And it is the entirety of that wisdom, the entirety of that power, that falls to me, Stephen Strange, to command. At least it did. Until today.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
understand. You do not trust your
too
apprentice to
crazy
defend your
on
home.
Doctor Strange's voice
I do
actor,
not
but
doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the sanctum's very essence. They should hold.
they should.
In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
Why is he always standing like this? Aw, -1 friendship. Come on.
We should hurry. As much as I
Being a little
love
touchy
first-hand account of your
about the damn
exploits,
Sanctum Sanctorum.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly. Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times.
Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is not ours. The ground you are standing on exists within two worlds. A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to... Well, I'll just let her show you.
Okay, I like the cutoff jacket. Dark Child. Oh yeah, going limbo mode.
Any more questions?
Portal to limbo. Ew.
You are standing in limbo. Nexus of all realities, both real or otherwise. A chaotic but secret realm, beyond the influence of Lilith. Thus far.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of...
Dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe.
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
You think this is crazy? Wait until you see Manhattan.
Hot, 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 hot.
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few
blocks away. Okay, so I haven't gotten to the gathering part yet. Guess you do a few missions first.
Hey, I'm walking here. All I ate today was a bagel.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection are still in place.
For now.
I suggest we hurry.
Hail Hydra.
Arm Alpha in position.
Dedicated, not your average Hydra goon. Okay.
No one's getting through.
Welcome to New York.
Feet all enemies.
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the sanctum.
5 damage and knock back.
I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the disruption of the wards of protection.
Kiku can heal. Give hero cards in your hand, plus 5 damage to plate or discard. Ooh, 40. Let's see. Get blade going. Oh, okay. Auto got fucking knocked back. Okay. Well, that kind of fucked up my plan. Let's run. That's keyword where we found the card when used to KO an enemy. Okay. Nice. Oh. Steak, life seal. Flash has knockback. Let's go ahead and use Blessing of Ashanti. Alright. Damn it. Crap, that won't. Don't have the radius for that, but we'll go ahead and At least fuck him up a little bit.
I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one. Blade told me to mention your
One more
mother.
play.
Apparently she is promiscuous.
Ooh, 25 damage. Shit, I should have teamed that up with him.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Definitely need to save that. Let's redraw that one. Axe of Angarubis. Alright, got it in my turn.
A rare strike.
11. Ooh, vulnerable. Of course, reinforcements are coming.
That gamma spike we detected in your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Gamma or
6.
not, I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Extract does 5. Oh, so that's a powered up version, okay. Knock it back, y'all.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Okay. Uh, 10. 5. Alright. Let's kill him, get my play back.
That was really something.
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
All damage dealing hero abilities have a chance to become critical when they are drawn. Oh, okay. Critical abilities deal increased damage. Okay. Hell yeah. Like the snarkiness. That's a goon. We're gonna go after Mr. Guy over here. Elite or whatever. Knock him the hell out. Alright. Oh, wrong thing. Alright, Dr. Strange's getting fucked up.
Wanda is calling out to me. I feel her struggle to concentrate and I won't be doing that again.
The light will heal you.
Okay.
Welcome assistance.
3 heroism. Chain. Select multiple targets. Okay. Chain 2. Alright, so let's do that. Okay.
centuries ago.
And yeah. Daily Bugle. Nice. Spider-Man eludes something.
Feeling strong today.
Alright.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilin.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the Mother pumps through our veins. The Mother is eternal. Hydra is eternal.
Wanna bet?
Oh snap.
Wanda!
Oh yeah, that's definitely muddy.
Cannot let them fail.
Chaos magic.
Oh God.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
Okay.
No.
I'll handle it.
The Liv looks pretty cool in her design here.
Not. We do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the Mother's call. We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are lost.
Venom. Defeat Fallen Venom to complete mission. Fallen Venom symbiote binds can be broken by attacking them with hero abilities. Okay. Other enemies like Fallen Venom do not forecast which hero they tend to attack and may attack multiple times. Okay. I got their bosses.
Quickly, do I even want to know what
Blade leveled up.
It calls itself Venom. Until now, a pale imitation of a very
Okay, so it's everybody. Nope. I gotta heal these people's ups.
To the spider wizard.
Go ahead and heal up Doctor Strange.
With his spleen.
Ah, level up.
Myself every day.
Like week 2 enhancement for. Okay, let's get some heroism before we do that. So. Knock him back into Venom.
Weak, even for Hydra.
3. Got one more play. All right, let's prep ourselves up for that. I'll get my heal back and that.
This should aid me in my fight.
All right.
First you die, then we eat. Stop your struggling.
I've been
Oh, that didn't hurt. Just flesh wound. They will like use other hero abilities to damage the binding free them. Bindings can agree with any damage similar to minis. Okay.
This house belongs to Mother, as you belong to us. We shall start with your
Make them
juicy
bleed.
entry.
Draw one card. Okay.
Slowly savor your delicious brains. Are the rest of your mother's children so chatty?
Thankfully, no.
I'm on it.
I am impressed.
Asshole. Okay. God damn it, come on. Well, that's very annoying. Draw one blade card. Next two blade damage cards apply bleed 2. They will not act on turn of stun. They would be reawakened. Okay. So we got 2 plays. Fine. Oh, you run off that. Okay. Thought that was like kicking him. So annoying. Okay, let's do that.
Exactly what I needed. You're done.
Ooh.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Alright, so move. Move him over there. Alright, that's end. Okay.
Monoforms are for the weak. Like being hit by the B train or the Hulk.
What the fuck? Oh yeah, I did say they're gonna have multiple attacks. 12 bleed, nice. Oh shit.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Yes. Surrender. Be eaten. Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill your belly with my blade, demon.
Alright, let's do this. Pump it up.
Ought to make things interesting.
Quick strike.
You asked for it.
Get my play back.
Give the mother my regards in hell.
6. I got 2 plays left again. Fuck, I'm like, we're going fuck Venom up. Back-to-back stakes. An extra bleed.
Looking good.
Nice. Trigger his join as passive and activate skin. When symbiote skin is active, fallen venom will bind to the next hero on melee too. Okay. Okay. Oh fuck, since I can't get him off yet. Let's redraw that. He's coming after Blade. Blade. Let's move over here.
Send reinforcements!
Oh, I forgot she was stunned. So that's why I got all those Blade cards. Okay. Shit. Oh, okay.
By a fluid before. Don't go away. Pain only makes us hungrier.
Yeah.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
12 more bleed.
Mother blesses us with power. Mother
Enemy area attacks will go off at the end of a turn. Use move or ability to move away. Knock enemies into area attack to turn the tables. I'm calling.
I think Lilith was a vegetarian.
Look at that. We're shooting his ass.
It's on. Fragile, but not as fragile as you.
I'll knock him into that. Yeah.
Lilith will not look kindly on this one. No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Ouch. I do not consent, sir. Alright, Spidey.
I was in the neighborhood, you know, being friendly. Seemed like you folks could use a hand, Doc.
Spider-Man!
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones!
Always nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Victory. Hey, alright. That's cool. I like that. Old school comic feel. Alright, gloss bonus. So gloss, I want to say that's how you build that shit up and use that to buy cosmetics for Hunter. not sure if it's also for the other characters or not, like different costume colors or not, but definitely does for the hunter. Mission 17, okay. And got a gamma coil. Okay, yeah, I'm digging this. I am digging it. See, load times aren't that bad, even with my, you know,
Congratulations.
SSD or whatever.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Which Fire Dragon? King Fang Foom?
My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now.
To make an omelet, you gotta break a couple eggs. Just saying.
Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than
the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
Don't you go all glowy-eyed at me, bitch.
For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later. Get some rest.
Maybe I will. Talk to Tony. So I got friendship with Doc and Blade. Let's bring up the map. I'll be there. Caretaker. Just Folly. What the fuck is that? Hunter's Folly region. Doc. Tony. Abby. Abby something. Abby normal.
Not to be the nagging old lady, but I told you not to push too hard.
Yeah.
Now that things have settled down, you should get some rest.
Yeah.
It won't always be this quiet.
Okay, let's get centered back again. I go look at shit. Inspect.
Curious.
Got some arcane knowledge.
Intriguing.
Some more knowledge.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, camera work can be a little bit better with this part of it.
Fascinating.
There's a chest. Common chest. So yeah, I will not mess with that. You have collected a masterwork. In addition to the paintings already hanging on the Abbey walls, masterworks can be found scattered across Abbey grounds. They can be hung in empty frames inside the Abbey. Okay. Ooh, I see a flaming door. Ooh, I see this. Temperance. Tarot card. Complete item collections gain special rewards. Okay. On the map again. I'll talk to his ass when I feel like talking to it. I want to get some arcane up and shit like that. Guess I gotta go around to inspect. Yep. Why can I not inspect that yet? I got the shrine. Oh. Fine, I don't want to inspect you anyway. Get some shrooms. It's a reagent. Okay. Can't inspect anything over here. Looks like no. Another painting. Splash around in the water. Get another tarot card. Johnny Storm, the sun. What is? Oh no, it won't let me inspect yet. Okay. So kind of some Doctor Strange music right then. Agatha. Try to pick up some shit early, some more stuff. Got over here. Ooh, I can climb down. It's a mine. Oh, or they call it a mine. A mine. Boromir. This is no mine. It's a tomb. Ah, Lord of the Rings. Already come over here. Oh, I can't get through there. Oh, I just looped back around, didn't I? Guess some of that'll open up later on. And that'll be the training grounds. With Blade later. That Heimdall sword? Jim. Abby something. Again, sorry. I already did that. Not Miss Marvel anymore, Captain Marvel.
Wow, you actually did go medieval on their associates.
Yeah, that was kind of lame. Got some gloss. Floaties, that's great. Or inner tubes, whatever. Got some more arcane knowledge, cool. Would this be how this would be playing with the controller as opposed to mouse and keyboard? I mean, I guess it'd be pretty nice seeing as how it's, you know, on Xbox and PlayStation as well. Okay, let's go talk to frickin' Tony, I guess. Or let's go over here and look at shit. The Wild Cliffs. Okay.
Hey. Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there. With a little help.
Thanks.
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone. So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
That's a joke.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower.
Okay,
Red
little
spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
voice
With
not
just a
matching,
touch
but that's
of
okay.
amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me, walking to my room.
Iron Man is now available for combat missions. Open his present.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark, but if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding.
Okay,
The
so this
Spark,
is...
a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason, but it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Okay, close layout. Okay. Explore my room. Like journal page, closet, and painting.
My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again.
Alright, got some more arcane knowledge.
We were all so happy then. There never was enough room.
Alright, earn gloss for missions. Can I'd like to purchase a new Abbey outfit for the Haunter. Well, I got one. Yeah, let's do that one. That one looks alright. Go to sleep. Four feet above the covers. Will Walker, Jeremiah King. Jeremiah King, I can't. That name is somewhat familiar.
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Oh, puppy.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Oh.
Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero.
Need a hero.
But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be.
Like Galadriel?
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the Forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Foreshadowing. Go to the Forge. View post. Jesus. So let's lead the way. Yeah. Okay. Oh, puppy. Yeah, damn right I won't pet
Good
you.
girl, Charlie.
Hehehe. Who's a good little hellhound?
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
I don't get it. Strange couldn't just magic his way in?
Something about the whole alien thing threw off his mojo.
That's a TV. Where the hell am I supposed to put those
So
pictures?
much. No wonder he gets so strange around me. See what I did there?
I'm a vampire. I see everything.
This is gonna be a fun apocalypse.
Oh, check out Blade making nice with the big guns.
I thought Caretaker told him no more guns.
Heroic essence.
Captain Marvel is an exception.
So, he's supposed to be playing nice, right? Heard about what happened in New York, Hunter. I'm sure whatever Tony's cooking up down there will only help.
The Hunter needs it after that last beating.
Man, can't wait till it's my turn for an upgrade.
Prepare for a long way.
Silk essence. Oh. Inspect. Frames can remove frames for. Oh.
For all of us. Or hasn't it sunk into that flaming skull of yours yet?
Okay, let's remove painting.
That looks good.
Okay. Journal page. Okay, say, you know, your typical thing. Finding random bullshit around. Kind of like Monster Hunter or whatever. Gathering all the stuffs. Credits. Oh. Okay. Ooh, excuse me.
We'll see.
The Forge.
Now? Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Oh.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered. Well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just try it on.
Not bad.
Still think it could have used a cloak.
No capes! Talk to Tony.
Stylish, damn near indestructible. And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
I still think it could have benefited from a cloak.
What about Gamato? Okay.
Do you think it benefit from a cloak?
I do not.
So I got some more.
Ah, the joys of sharing a workspace.
Some more glass. Cluttered table. Some more knowledge.
That is something. Interesting.
Another tarot card, that's Nova. Attack assets.
What is this?
Let's look at heroes. Alright, so there's me. So far, got Blade, Strange, and Iron Man. Okay. Crystal Ball, Water Rod, Combat. Alrighty, let's talk to Tony now.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
Let's do that.
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
I take it this new version is a technological marvel?
Technological marvel.
Impact-resistant carbon composites, some patent-pending alloy mesh, and a few touches from Dr. Spooky over there. And hey, the built-in communicator means we can talk to each other without sending a raven.
So it is a marvel, then?
Lightweight, nearly indestructible, and modular enough for future upgrades.
Ooh.
Frankly, I wouldn't have used your old suit to wax the Mandarin's car.
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, magic cats.
No, kitties.
Was it suspiciously elusive, even for a cat?
Actually, yes. Thought I was going crazy there for a second, but clearly I'm still firing on all cylinders. It just poofed in next to me out in the yard. Small, black, furry. Cute little thing. Probably some kind of shape-shifting monster knowing this place.
What sorts of things are you doing in here?
Oh, that's right. You were out a while. Basically, we've got a gigantic demon inside the magic box here that provides near limitless power for whatever we might need. Sounds insane, but sometimes it's easier to just go with it.
I'm impressed with your resourcefulness.
From where you're standing, I can see that. Still, I doubt I'll be branding one of these with the Stark Industries logo anytime soon.
Yes, what is your
Have an
story?
interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head, and was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer.
Oh, there's one of my elusive black
fortune
kitties.
shined on me, in the form of
And there's
some
a
shrapnel
ginger
that
kitty
lodged
too.
itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a super suit and started fighting crime.
Let's do that.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Yes, that is all for
Thanks
now.
for catching me up on things.
Anytime. Oh, and speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot.
What does it
If you have a
explain?
minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
Okay. Gamma coil analysis.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at Yale Demon Hunting School, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Hey, Hunter.
Only one of the abilities on offer can be selected to choose wisely. Okay. Reveal new abilities.
For you, hot off the press, or forge.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this gives the new cards.
We never close.
Select one ability. Own two of all them. Let's choose basic.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Gain a copy of a currently equipped ability. If taken to the yard, duplicate abilities can be combined into new, more powerful versions. Okay. Talk to Blade in the yard. Here's must have 8 abilities equipped to their combat decks. To equip a new ability, you must first unequip the ability you wish to replace. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to Blade.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
I did, but they are about you.
Yeah.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Indulge.
I learn faster if I understand the person who trains me.
I can respect that. Go ahead.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Is your name really Blade?
Is your name really the Hunter?
Yes?
Oh, really? Your mom, before she became the mother of demons, looked into your cradle and decided to name her firstborn child the Hunter.
That is how I understand it.
It takes all kinds.
So, is your name really Blade?
No.
What is it?
It's private.
Is it embarrassing?
No, the Hunter, but I only share it with friends.
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How did you become a Dampier?
You say that like I had a choice. I was born this way.
How is that possible?
A vampire bit my mother. Problem was, I was still in the womb. I'm lucky I was even born. Don't know if that's how it always is, but that's the way it went down for me.
I became a daywalker.
How long have you been around?
I don't exactly know. I think of myself as mid-20s maybe. I lost a lot of time. Much of the last century was a blur. I have occasional memories, almost like coming up for air before being yanked back down into the depths.
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. I hadn't lost my mind exactly, but I got into a rhythm and never stopped. Never had a reason to stop. Not until I met Caretaker.
And then?
She gave me a reason to stop.
How'd you get here?
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker. About 10 years ago, she brought me back to the real world. Gave me a place to stay until I came back to myself.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires if I was acting on more than just instinct. But I know it was more than that. She gave me safe haven here at the Abbey. Something I'd never known. Must have read half the books in the library by the time I headed out.
Blade's Book Club.
When she reached out and asked me to be part of this weird little club, of course I showed up.
Tell me about the Midnight Suns.
All right.
Why did you join? Vampire hunting is a solitary affair.
Guess I never found the right team.
Is that all?
No, but that's all I'll share for now. You really want to know? Put in the work. If I trust you, I'll have more to say.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the others?
Nothing. Ask them yourself.
I'm not asking you to break anyone's confidence.
Fine. Which one?
Tell me about Nico.
She's the youngest, but she acts like she's in charge.
Why let her act like that?
She's usually right, and she keeps us on track. I didn't think we'd get along, but we wouldn't be the Midnight Suns without her.
What makes you say that?
She has a lot of heart, and that's why we let her. Anyone else?
What about Robbie?
He's exactly what he seems. Well, sort of. He's open with people, easygoing. Sometimes that comes across as dopey, but don't get the wrong impression. He's quick to make friends, and once he does, he's your friend for life. So don't let him down, or I'll hold it against you. Who else?
What do you know about magic?
Keeps to herself.
That is it?
She's a private person. Until she lets you in, that's all you need to know.
When does she let people in?
At her own pace. Respect that, and it'll happen faster than you think. Who else?
Tell me what you think of Sarah.
Well, there are a few people I tolerate, even less who I like. Sarah, I respect. She sees the big picture, and we're a part of it. I'd follow her to hell if I had to. And from what I understand, we may have to.
I am surprised she commands such respect.
I'm surprised that you're surprised. You know what she's like more than any of us.
I do.
Who else?
What is all?
Nobody else.
Sure.
What do you think of that?
Do you have any thoughts on the team as a whole?
I think we're the only ones aware of the danger Lilith poses to this world. And I think we're pretty green. But enough training will get us through it. Speaking of training, we doing this, or are we gonna keep wasting daylight?
Let's do it.
I am ready to train.
Finally.
Upgrade and ability.
Time to take it to the next level.
Hero possesses 2 copies of an ability. They can be combined to create a new, more powerful version. Okay, so hold on. What was it? Slash. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
See you around. What's up?
Thanks, Blade.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Carol wasn't there. Where's Carol again? Not there. It's my room. Or let's just look at the map. The fuck am I at? I'm right there. Oh, so I need to go back along to the forge. Oh, outside. She's outside. Oh. Pop you up.
Out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I don't like her model.
Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
Let's see, let's try that.
The venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking. But then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Exactly how?
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them if need be.
A quantum what?
You'll see. Find me in the
Going
war room when you're
binary.
finished here. There's a few things we should discuss. Oh, and Hunter? Welcome back from the dead.
Friendship. Alright, got Captain Marvel now. Let's see. Heroes. Okay, so there's my pumped up customization. Oh. Alluring Rose. Oh, so we get to swim later? Okay. Oh, I guess that's a hangout thing. Collect tarot cards. Oh, I can't look at... Anywho. Okay, so I got that. War room. Where that shit again? Where am I at? I'm right there.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say gamma?
Gamma,
Yes,
gamma,
yes.
gamma, gamma, gamma,
Hang on a second.
chameleon.
Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
We waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got...
Okay.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Being serious?
Funny, funny.
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse.
Bad
in the
part of
bad
town.
guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw,
Yeah.
see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.
Again, the dialogue's not that bad so far.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
It's been a long time since I've been involved in any major undertakings like this. Maybe too long. It's nice to have a full house again.
Okay. So I get an artifact and a gamma coil again.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association
Cool.
purchased this entire...
Now, what point do I get to change our costumes or something? Something inside the Abbey where I can change our costumes.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you. This area in particular?
Occasionally. Good for a late night snack.
Oh.
The falafel place down the road. Stays open till 3.
Oh, right.
Sup, Magic?
Don't worry. This is a different portal to a different location.
Okay.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
The other side. Okay. Again, so far, I haven't had any problems with the loading screens taking too long and yada yada yada. So maybe between G-Force with the updated drivers and whatever initial patch that they had, maybe that fixed it. For the most part, I don't know.
I heard he was dead. Well, hoped is perhaps the more accurate description.
Calls himself
It's a freaking Sith holocron right there.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths.
Mm.
That's magic coming from those crates.
Sith holocron.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
Gonna need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
Kill them.
Way to go, Carol. Defeat all enemies. Okay.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
I say, can I just go there?
Target's moving.
No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I can't kick that yet? Fucking hell. Quick strike. Alright, let's do that first grunt, get my move back.
Interesting.
One step ahead. Draw Miss Marvel card, or Captain Marvel card, since we have 3 in hand. Okay, he's an elite. Go get him to get my play back. do Captain Marvel sing. Very nice. Ooh. Fist of Radiance.
As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them to fear me.
Got one more play. Go ahead and do that, I guess.
One more time.
Nice overkill. Alright, cool.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Oh yeah, I removed. It's a 2. Let's keep photon beam. Let's redraw. Okay. Now intern. Hail Hydra.
You will have to do better than that.
On Delta responding.
Tactical mode allows you to quickly assess the entire battlefield at the condition and the condition of enemy units. Activate tech left shield
I've never been one to
or
buy
left
into the
shift.
science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
Your fate is sealed. Weak, even for Hydra.
Okay. Chain 2. So again, yeah, the abilities feel very,
Cannot possibly match your strength.
you know, on par with their counterparts. Yeah, that definitely seemed very Blade-ish. So again, good job to Firaxis with that. Oh shoot, I got one play left. Got 3 of them. No. It's Commando.
You asked for it.
Hell yeah, 2 for 1 special. Captain Marvel binary. Captain Marvel can now go binary. Playing 3 Captain Marvel cards will draw the Go Binary ability. In her binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage. Captain Marvel will lose her binary state once all of her block has been removed. Okay. Ooh. Free attack. Hell yeah. All right.
Lucky shot.
Regroup and await reinforcements.
Is it possible he somehow stabilized the rate of decay within the particles themselves? How else could he be achieving such a high yield?
I don't know,
Commando.
Bruce. I'll be sure to ask him when we're done punching out the bad guys.
And block equal to damage dealt. Nice.
Let's do it.
Tiger knee. And she leveled up nice. Alright, got one more play. Wade's good. I need to take this fucker out. Photon beam. Ooh, deals 4 to 3. Ooh, I can get both. Very nice. Overkill.
Go, now, quickly! Let's go, go, go!
Move, move, move!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Mother's device. Shouldn't her eyes be glowing?
Get her!
Retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access the truck. Use the recover artifact card to secure the artifact.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversaries instead.
Any objective that is protected cannot be completed. Reduce the Hydra shield guard's block to 0 in order to
I usually prefer
zone protection. Okay, let's go ahead and do my strike.
These fanatics are always the same.
Go ahead and hit the powerhouse to
Now that was something.
and we'll go ahead and heal up me.
Just like old times.
Let's redraw one of the stakes. Quick attack. Okay.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Get my head on straight.
God damn. Hero stays unable to act. Other heroes must take a number of actions before it wears off. Number of actions remaining are displayed on Day's hero's health bar. Okay.
Preliminary analysis of the blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
Unknown to you. There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
What?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
How do I target that? Alright, let's do this.
I'm still in my prime. About time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Alright, got 2 plays still. Yes, knock him into that.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Alright, let's go ahead and stake this fucker. That will take out, yeah, his block, get him to bleed.
Arrest you for that in New York, Blade.
And that will end the turn.
I have to admire your persistence.
God damn. Do I not have a fucking ultimate?
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonant sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Okay. I think he's going targeting Blade. Let's see. I can't see.
Was that truly your best?
Redraw that. to heal Carol.
Light will carry you onward. I owe you one.
And recover artifact. Supply crate has been recovered. Defeating enemies will complete the mission. Okay.
Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
We will never forsake her. You're gonna remember me.
You're gonna regret that.
Lilith must really want me out of the picture.
Yeah. Okay.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them. Not bad. Nice move.
Back. Okay, that works.
Have fallen a great deal.
Move Carol over here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Shit. Oh well. Okay.
Did someone feel a breeze?
Oh, because I already had that.
I'm on
Tiger knee. And let's end with that.
Ready up.
We've done it.
Yeah.
What is this thing?
A Sith holocron.
Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols from the time of the first hunt. That glyph means barrier, that one almighty. Something, something, gods and demons.
So a spooky bad guy crate.
Very spooky. Designed to contain
I mean, is there any other?
Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Right. Victory! Ah, only 1 star. Boo. Captain Mark. Mission 8 turns.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
Like Monopoly.
You know what they say? All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Nico sent me a message on Superlink. Open the strategy pause menus using 1, then select Super. Until you there. Oh, it's Nico. In case nobody gave you the rundown on how the spark works, Blade and Cap Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. You should come hang out. Thank you, Nico, but I am tired. And she's there.
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there. You just replied to me.
No means no.
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So, if you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask Blader Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
Oh. Nico is now available. Okay, so this first hangout then. Oh, actually, let me see if Kitty's out here somewhere. Looks like no. Oh, wait. There's Charlie. I already petted Charlie for today. But we can go pet him again. Pet her again. She's the girl.
These missions can't be good for Caretaker's blood pressure. That's twice now her precious hunter has almost gotten smacked by Hydra.
More glass. Where'd Charlie go? There's Charlie. Yes.
Good girl, Charlie.
That's right. Okay, let's check this out.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
Okay. Watching a movie.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your birth mom. You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. Can we do it again?
I just got a swimsuit.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything.
Everything.
Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No.
Again, I mean, if you played a JRPG,
I know
you know, this is
what
typical
car is,
shit right here.
But I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
I mean, especially, you know, again, Persona, I love Persona. You do shit like this all the time.
Staff of One, or who were the Runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The Staff of One interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways?
I was right about that.
Sure thing.
Couldn't remember.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart.
Okay.
Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
are your friends now?
Gert, is that
at Xavier's school for after Gert passed. Chase and I had a falling out. As for Alex,
okay, so you can left
he
click
chose
to
his
speed
side,
this up.
and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Lilith is no less aggressive now than she was 300 years. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
Well, there's the cheese board.
Some rest, but
things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Never is.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know, Agatha, she's no longer with us.
What?
That is impossible. She was so...
fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
Was she?
Agatha's power. How could she be gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Suns. Wanda's abilities were growing too quickly for my liking.
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away.
Send her
I know the others
Mr.
still
Doctor.
harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to set?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control, and I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that Wanda. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on... You should pay your respects. Good night.
Balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make in Abbey and the abilities they use in combat. Powerful rewards can be unlocked as hunter moves down either path. Okay. Charlie. Where's Charlie? There's my buddy. Press left to sprint. Agatha.
Agatha?
You always did have the most
Sup, girl?
eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
First what?
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first.
I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always
You seem strangely at ease about...
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there.
The Blood Gate?
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few...
Uh-huh. Where's the kitty? Where's Agatha's kitty? Okay. Touch. You got the touch. You got the power. Alright, well, I'm trying to get to a save point. They keep making you do shit.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a Blood Gate.
Uh-huh.
And you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood Gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her.
Assuming you're
up to the
challenge. So is this like side quest?
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
We're gonna hold off on that. Okay. I got a rare athletic swimsuit. I still have to buy the shit? Oh, well that's kind of lame. Oh, well, I thought I could change the color on that now. Anywho. We're going to go ahead and save. New save. Sure. That's what we'll call it. Turn to main menu. Okay, well, there's at least a little intro into Midnight Suns. I'll try and keep doing this, you know, just going down the line. I want to mix in some Resident Evil also, like I've been saying for a month, in as well, because I definitely want to play through some more of that. But yeah, so far I'm digging this. And not as bad, you know, with the little side things as a lot of people made it out to be. But again, like I said, I play a lot of JRPGs and shit like that, so I'm used to it. But anywho, thanks for watching this video. Please continue to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, until next video, peace.